Close your eyes for a second. Imagine this. You produce a simple little rock, paper, scissors game. It was a mild success, but you sought to grow from those projects. Hell, there was even one time you had a visual novel, but you made a ton of mistakes, and unfortunately you had to can it due to the conditions outside of your control. Then, you either encountered one of your design documents or you were making a new one. I don't know, either way. You had the random idea of putting in Mega Man and Metroid together, which should have been a match made in heaven. But little did what you knew, you became the cornerstone for a scene that hasn't really seen that much noise since, dare I say it, Project X Love Potion disaster. You helped other Lewd games kickstart the journey of other Lewd gamers and other Lewd content creators such as streamers, reviewers, artists, voice actors and actresses, and much, much more. Create one of the biggest events in Lewd gaming, and directly started friendships, and did much, much more. Now, it may sound like I'm fucking glazing hentai writer that'll even make most porn stars jealous, but he actively deserves it. So this week, we're reviewing future fragments. Enough talk, let's just get right on into it. Also, spoilers ahoy. So, in the year 990 AD, the Spell Kingdom is currently going to absolute shit. The kingdom may need a real fuckmaster of galactic destruction. Looks like their prayers were answered because they encountered a very powerful sorceress and proceeded to actually then help out by training the townsfolk how to use their own individual sets of magics. However, we have the two most cracked ones were easily Talia, which is the one you play as, and Faye, your rival. Later on, the king found out about these relics from the future. However, the future is being ruled by a government group called the Worm. Basically, Shimonetta on steroids. And shit like this is what the Veil wishes to strive for. However, our duo have their own reasons to get the fragments. Faye wants to rule the world, while Talia wants to destroy them to find a better solution. When you do get to the future, you meet a woman named Vi, who essentially becomes your comms, and tells you about who Sieber is. By either A, looking through those Sieber panels, we'll get to that later, or B, just telling her like what she knows about him, such as him being Vi's husband. Maybe I got that wrong. Either way, later on you catch up in the Wild Woods. She knows that you're from the past, even though it was clearly fucking obvious. She's full-blooded human, and it turns out she has a whole bunch of fucking augmentations. Yeah, I'm a full-blooded human. I'ma stop right there. So anyways, after wrecking her shit, we go to the catacombs, which is the great maze where you lost all your fucking fragments. Great. God damn it. And after the fight with Ren, and Ren steals your clothes, and you have to go through a stealth section. I'm not showing any of that shit, by the way. I'm not interested in keyframing that whole shit. Thank you very much. Anyways, the plot twist when you come back to the past is that the king is actually Sieber in disguise. Honestly, it was hinted at it from the start with the powerful sorcerer thing, but hey, what can you tell? Turns out he wants to keep the human race from evolving, their tech, medicine, and all that stuff. Hell, during his monologues, he goes on how he created your suits, and why they're so, well, skimpy as well. You see, Sieber always wanted a utopia, but ever since he came back from the past, he realized that there was no real sense of utopia. So that's why he really wanted us to grab the fragments, what I've previously mentioned. He wanted to keep the world from, well, evolving. But once again, he's kind of the walking definition of dipshit because, well, I'm pretty sure our suits are powerful as him, so hooray. Also, Sieber plans just fucking suck altogether. Firstly, what's to stopping them from secretly advancing their medicine and technology? Is one of the fragments an all-seeing eye? And even if so, I'm pretty sure there's fucking blind spot. And then, previously mentioned, why medicine? Weapons I understand, but why medicine? Is it because of its association with war? Then just use fucking donated corpses. Or hell, what if you suddenly kick the bucket, you absolute fucking moron?
I don't like your plan. It sucks.
Is this nigga serious?
So after fading Sieber, whatever your highest value or stance is on sexuality is basically your ending. The story is very decently made, the characters are likable, And one thing I would like to know about is, well, the worm, how it formed, how Seeber and Vi met, were they ex-members of the worm, perhaps some prequel content.
This drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another!
Anyways, once again, Seeber's plans just fucking suck. The presentation is actually pretty damn good. A nice 32-bit retro style, which honestly stands out from the 8 and 16 bits, which are common in this scene. The music is damn good. I'm gonna say it. The music, voice acting, and practically everyone was actually on their A game. I even like the CGs. Hell, there was even guest voice actors voices such as Project Melody, Zone, and Guru Larry.
Hey there, a quick little thing is that this game it's roughly 90% done. Certain voices still need to be implemented.
Now for the gameplay. The gameplay mainly follows a Metroid with a smidge of Mega Man. The game follows a non-linear style of level design. Your 3 goals are mainly just to find the Seeber files, Seeber's logs, and last but not least, future fragments. Seeber's logs are the most interesting, surprise is because, well, it shows a lot of like how he discovered certain things, or gives us a lot more context on how their world works. Same thing with the regular logs as well, but I often skip them because, well, for the sake of this review, if I were the one who record everything, I would be here all goddamn day. Now, the fragments are also very easy to find. Thank God, you just have to do a fairly large puzzle. While you're exploring each path and map, you can also encounter various power-ups as well. Some that are major quality of life improvements, such as the running shoes, and hell, some even really do help you out with helping you take as much damage as you can, depending on how much the map you uncovered. Hell, sometimes it'll even give you like little abilities such as a temporary hover. I actually like these. Oh yeah, during time you can also find things that'll help you increase your values, mainly talking with people or just not doing certain things. It all depends on your choices at the end of the day. You can either be a woman who destroys everything in her wake and has no real feelings with the future, or you can be a woman who actually tries her best to seek justice in the best way possible.
The choices are yours and yours alone.
The enemies are, for the most part, decent. There are ones who are mildly annoying as hell to fight, but once again, not really that bad. Except for the catacombs, they all fucking annoyed me. Thank you, asshole. Definitely wanted to get jumped when I'm on my last smidge of HP. Anyways, the bosses as well, there's a total of only 5 bosses. 2 that actively did give me the most shit was the mainframe and Ren.
One more thing Overlord forgot to mention is that you get new abilities from bosses, but for the most part you're gonna be using it to maneuver around the stage.
Especially Ren. Yeah, Ren, just fucking rush me down after you just switch elements after I fire, which did no goddamn damage! Seeber's just an overall QTE section. Nothing really to complain about. But yeah, overall, this game has some minor annoyances, but I still say the game is pretty damn great. In fact, for those who want to play it, the price is not really that bad. It's only $20. And you can receive it on bundles for like a little bit more, but then again, you're also getting more games for it right now. But overall, yeah, this game kind of gets my seal of approval. And I can't wait for his next project. Until then, everyone, good night and good luck.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, share it with your friends, subscribe, and hit the bell for both uploads and community post. Also be sure to follow Overlord on X and Pixiv.